Hello. Yes, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a good morning. Today is 17th of March. So we'll start analysis with the chart on our screen. This is where we yesterday be happening. You can remember up to this point before you can see a move to the losses. So far that has not happened. Instead, the previous day's candle, we still do expect a move to the upper side. We expect price to continue up until up to this point here, where we expect sellers to come in from that point. We expect that sell to push us up to around 1640.30. So this will be a good place to look for a sell from. If you're on this chart now, this will be a good place where we want to look for a sell from. So the idea is to watch for price as the price approaches this level. If you see any clear sell signal, then pick a sell from around this point. Expect that sell to push us up to 1609.70. So our next chart, the next chart which I want us to look at, which I want us to look at, I'll start from GBPUSD. So the first thing, the previous day's candle, this is like a bullish pin bar, and what it means is that the price may likely continue up during today. So if you're on this chart now, based on the fact that this is a pin bar, expect price to move up first up to this point. So disregard this line first of all. Expect price to continue up at least to around 1.39935, where if the price breaks above, expect a continuation to the upper side at least up to 1.41424. So technically the price needs to continue up, break beyond this level, then pull back slightly before we can continue even higher up to the next level, which is 1.41424. So our next chart, Euro USD, this is bearish. If you look at this chart the way I'm drawing it, you can see that the price somehow is built within some shape. Look at it like this. We have this here, and then you have another one like this. So if the price breaks beyond this trend line, if the price breaks above the upper trend line, expect a move to the upper side at least up to this point, 1.19650. If the price breaks above this trend line, expect a continuation to the upper side up to around 1.19850. And if the price breaks below the lower trend line, then we do expect a move up to around 1.18750, and then the next target is this. So technically we are within a range. We want to see price either it should break above the upper trend line, then continue to the upper side, or it should break below the lower trend line, then continue to the lower side. So either way, we are on the, as it is now, we are on the sidelines. We are waiting to see what happens. A break beyond the upper trend line will mean we are upwards, and a break below the lower trend line will mean we are heading to the lower side. So our next symbol, is USD. We are approaching a resistance level on this chart. This is the previous week. We had price hit this point. It continued down. Earlier this week, it went slightly above the previous week's highest high. As you're speaking now, the price is still below the previous week's highest high. So this is still a good place where we want to look for a sell from. So as long as the price remains below this zone, this is a good place to look for a sell from. So as long as the price remains below this range here, this will give us a good place where you want to look for a sell from. But if the price breaks beyond 109 point, retrace back before you can continue to the upper side. So the next chart is Brent oil. So Brent oil, so far we have a level here. This is a very good support. There's a breakout, there's a pullback, we have a buy here, we have a buy there, we have a buy here, and if the price can come back to this point, then this will be another good place where I want to look for a buy from. So as it is now, we are actually looking for a buy. We want to see price pull back. We want to see a pullback at least up to around 66.716, this level here, so that we can pick a buy when the price gets to this point. We expect that buy to push price up to around 70.656. So if you're on this chart now, wait for a buy from around this point. Expect that buy to take us up to 70.656. Our next symbol is SP500. This chart, I'm not going to talk much about it. I just want to say that you're supposed to wait for a buy, especially if the price can give us a buy where the price isn't. So there's the level at 956.7. That is a good place where we'd like to look for a buy from. So if you're on this chart now, you are supposed to be looking for buy positions. Expect price to give you a clear buy signal, especially if it can get up to the level which I've mentioned. So wait for price there. Wait for price around 3958.7 so that you can pick a buy position when the price gets there. So thank you very much. That should be the end of today's analysis. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same. So thank you. See you.